the host for today. We also have Bill Hannon co-hosting with me. We have a long-term personal friend of mine on the show today for the episode. And she does some energy work. She's really, really good at it. She teaches it as well. Her name is Vanessa. So we'll be talking with her today, and we'll talk about how it all evolved and where she's at right now, though, and where she thinks she's going to go with it. So we're just going to get started, jump right in, though, with Miss Vanessa here. So how did you hear about Reiki and all that good stuff?
So a supervisor of mine in 2017, she came to me and she said, "Vanessa, I have the perfect thing for you." And I said, "What?" She said, "Reiki." I said, "What the heck is that?" She said, "You got to look it up. It's too much to explain." She said, "You got to look it up." So I looked it up. I read 3 sentences and I shut down the computer and went home for the day. And I saw like energy and through your hands, and I'm like, what is this? So I didn't even bother. And then she convinced me after like 3 months to go to her for a session. And I finally said, yes, I'll do it. She said, just come, 1 30-minute session. You'll love it, I promise. I said, okay, fine, no problem. She said, no charge, just come, you're gonna love it. So finally I agreed. I went to see her. I had 1 30-minute session and it was amazing. 2 years later, I was a Reiki master teacher. Every class paid for itself. My family and my friends used to call me the Reiki pimp because I was always on it. And it was good, so everybody and I would tell everybody, just try it once, and if you don't like it, don't ever do it again. But just come and give it a shot.
Right, sure.
You know?
All that woo-woo, you know?
What do you got to lose? Nothing. Because they don't understand what it is. They mix Reiki for witchcraft, and it's not at all the same thing.
It's different,
completely different.
Right,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's all it took was 3 sentences, and that was it.
I wasn't even intrigued with reading about it. And then when I went for the appointment and I laid there and had the experience, it was unlike anything I've ever experienced.
What was that experience? What did you sense? What did you feel that kind of hooked you?
So I saw rainbows and I saw a blue, like perfect color, sky blue, with clouds, and there was this elephant with the headdress.
Yes.
And
Ganesh.
and it was I love elephants.
Yeah.
They're one of my favorite
Animals, yeah.
definitely a spirit animal. I love my elephants. And
Yes.
I was hooked. I was hooked. I needed to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And before that, I was on a little religious search for myself for about, I'd say, a good 1.5 years.
So when you say religious, do you mean a regimented thing, or do you mean more like a spiritual thing?
Spiritual thing. So I would look up all these different religions and go to different churches and stuff. And I was going to a Catholic church up the street from me. And I was sick one day and I couldn't make it. So all of a sudden I hear a knock on my door and I look out the window. It was the priest from the church.
Wow, what a concerned guy. That's great.
And I'm like, hi, Father so-and-so, can I help you? And he goes, oh, well, you didn't come to church this morning. I said, I know, because I'm sick.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. He said, I was just wondering if you have your donation.
Oh!
And I never went back. And I never went back.
Did you give him the envelope?
No, I didn't. I said, Father, I'm sorry, but I'll see you at church next week. And I said, have a great day. And I never went back.
Right. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. It was an unfortunate circumstance.
Right.
But, I mean, it's not for everybody.
No.
But other people love it. It's something
But it can be a good foundation.
I was baptized Catholic.
Yeah.
I made my confirmation, my communion, my first penance, everything.
Yeah.
Catholic, but it's just, not the way I wanted to go, that's all.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love Jesus, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
He's one of my buddies.
He's my boy, but, but it's just a different kind of it's a different kind of a situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. It is, it was
So
interesting.
that's why I asked if it was spiritual more. But I mean, that's good. And so you're laying and you sense, this different colors. You sense, it's great that we had similar experiences. I saw different things, but it's great. So, what actually motivated you to now follow through with something well before you just turned the computer off and walked away from it? What really got you kind of moving in that direction?
That spiritual practice that I was looking for, I found at that moment.
You felt it.
And I didn't know it.
Right.
I didn't know it until I had that session. I felt it in my bones. And I came home and my husband said, "How was it?" And I said, "Oh, I found it." And he said, "Well," I said, "I found that missing piece in me that I've been looking for." And he said, "Get out of here." And I said, "I did." I did. I found it. And
Just
then,
like that, though, too.
Just like that,
Yeah.
literally.
Right,
and he
right.
goes, "Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad." And then I went for the first degree, and I came home and I'm just like, in my own world, and I'm doing my thing, and I go, "Oh man," he goes, "You're glowing." He said, "I've never seen you be so peaceful with something that
You're
you were doing."
energized, right?
And I just said, I found it. Because I've told him before. He said, "Well, what are you looking for?" And I said, I don't know, but it's something. I said, "I feel like something inside me is missing. Like there's
Right.
an empty piece of me, and I don't know why." And he goes, "Well, what do you mean?" And I explained to him, I said, "Look, it's not you, it's not the kids.
Right.
I love being your wife, I love being their mom." I said, "It's not that. It's a personal,
Right.
it's a personal thing for me."
It's
You
personal
don't
journey.
know.
Exactly.
You don't know until you know.
And I knew at that moment.
Yeah.
And I changed my life as far as the spiritualism goes. And people are normal, right? We all know that people have this misconception that once you become a healer and once you're into Reiki and spiritualism, that you can never have a bad day. All your sweat days are gone. That's not even.
That's not the truth at
It's
all.
not the truth at all.
And when somebody swears at you, you just smile back.
There's that.
And it gets the goat. But you're not trying to get the goat. You just
I don't know, Bill. I don't know
just
about
relax.
smiling back. I just,
Oh, blow it off. Just
Sometimes, yes, it's not
let
worth
it go
Yeah.
through you.
Yeah.
Don't offer it resistance.
She's a little bit more the argumentative type, though. So it's like if she's got
You're
something
all
to say, she's going to say
different
it. Yeah.
types. Absolutely, absolutely. Your reactive
know.
mind or reflective mind. It's fine.
Yeah, we still get sick, though. We still get upset. We still
of
get
course.
sad,
Yes.
though. We still get mad, though.
Exactly.
It's not like this holier than thou kind of
Exactly.
feeling every day. It just doesn't work that way. We just got a tool to help us along with it a little bit better than some people. So, yeah. So,
Yep.
what's the original? So, the system of Reiki that you teach, which system is it? Is it Usui or is it one of the-
Usui Holy Fire 3
Okay.
is what I teach.
Okay.
And I know that you were asking me earlier about like mediumship and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, something. Right, go ahead.
I'm not a medium.
No.
I'm not psychic by any means.
Right. Well, you
Not
just
at
don't
all.
recognize it yet. But go ahead.
However,
Yes.
when the best way for me to describe what goes on when I give Reiki is your body is my tarot. So things come up.
So there you go.
Things come up during Reiki that I can't explain. I know things, I can see things, and I don't, it just happens
Right.
during Reiki.
Right.
She's had Reiki with me
Yeah.
before. So, and it's really, every session is different than the one before.
Right.
Every single one. They're all unique. And
Yeah.
even
Right.
if you go for multiple sessions with the same person, every session is going to be different. And what I tend to tell clients is that if you come to me 5 times and the same one particular thing will continue to come up, if it comes up continuously, then that means that you're not doing anything to change it or to work on it because it's still stagnant. in you.
Okay.
And I also encourage people to go and see multiple Reiki practitioners.
Oh, absolutely.
Because everybody's got their own style, and what if,
Well, even if it's a
You know?
similar style, you resonate at a frequency, they resonate at a frequency, other teachers and practitioners resonate at a different frequency. I mean, you walk up to
Exactly.
somebody and you either know immediately, do you like this person?
Yes.
Or this person turn you off.
That's true.
And so the thing is, if you are in a situation where you're practicing on somebody and you're just opening yourself up and let the energy flow, it's how they respond, how they accept your energy flowing through them, that I think is really a testament
It is.
to you as a practitioner.
Yeah, and sometimes those messages that might come in a different way, though, that you may need to hear. It's like, oh, this is what I got to do, even though it's the same message that you got from 5 times from a different practitioner. You went to 5 times.
Yeah.
You know, because I've seen that happen as well, though, too. So sometimes you might just need to hear it in a different way.
Yes.
You know, but yeah, you're right, though, too. Because I say that to my clients, though, too. If you haven't done anything to fix it, though, or change it, though, it's going to keep coming up in the message.
Exactly.
You know, it's going to keep coming up. You know, sometimes they look at me, but yet, though, like, you know, a year later, though, they haven't done anything, though, and it's still coming up again. I'm like, well, you haven't done anything.
Yeah, it's true.
You know? So, yeah, it's like, that's what I like about connecting, though, you know, whether it's through Reiki or the means, that, like, you know, they will always tell us if there's something that we got to change or fix. You know, I mean, not everything's to be fixed, though, but, you know, definitely something that needs to change. So
Exactly. And it's tough because I will say that, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not just speaking for myself, I can speak for everybody, not everybody, but for the majority, that when your first initial degree with Reiki, you have that 21 days of Reiki. Did you do the 21 days of Reiki?
I am not familiar with that.
Well, I'm going to tell you, 21 days of Reiki
On yourself?
on yourself,
Yes.
self-Reiki,
I have done that, yes.
is absolutely by far one of the most powerful experiences that you can give to yourself
Right.
ever in this world.
Right.
Now, do I do it? No. Have I done it since then? No, unfortunately, I have not.
Right.
But I would really love to make an effort to do it because I have GERD, so really bad indigestion. And when I was doing the self-Reiki, I also am a terrible sleeper. Like, I can't really sleep at night that much. So I was sleeping through the night. I'd say like a weekend, I was sleeping through the night. I had no indigestion, nothing. And then I stopped, and slowly everything started to come back.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it does make a difference, and you know,
I mean, it's a great way to plug into the universe.
it is.
And and really,
So-
I mean, you just basically put your hands on yourself while you're laying there in bed, and you can actually feel your hands just energize.
Yeah,
You
'cause
can.
I like the 21 days, though, because it honors Yusui doing that meditation for the 21 days in the mountain. So
Yeah.
that's how he received the Reiki, though.
Yeah,
So that's,
21
the
days.
21 days, though, the meditations on the mountain. I think it's Mount Kurama, if I'm not mistaken. So that's an honor of him receiving that, though, too.
It is.
So I thought that was really, really cool
You know,
to do that.
During that time, when I initially first started with my Reiki journey in general, after the first degree, my son, at the time, my son was living on his own with a girlfriend, with an ex-girlfriend. And every time I did Reiki, I would ask the angels to send him a message to help him see his way back to what he was supposed to be doing, just to put him back on the right track. And I did this for like a month. I did this. And one day he called me up. He said, "Mom, the weirdest thing happens to me sometimes at night, and when I'm driving and stuff." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Well, first of all, the church bell keeps going off at 3 o'clock in the morning." Because he lived in the apartment that he was living in. There was a parking lot with the church, and the church bell was there. And it rings at certain times, but not at 3 a.m.
No, at 3 a.m.
And it would ring at 3 a.m. And then he was telling me a few other things that were going on. And I said, "Listen, I have to tell you something." And he said, "What?" I said, "You're getting those because of me." And he said, "Why? What are you talking about?" And I said, "I've actually been asking the angels. Every time I do self-Reiki, I ask the angels to send you messages to help put you back on the right track. Just to get away from the girl, basically.
I remember that time.
I didn't care for her too much at all." So, and he said, "You're kidding." I said, "No, I'm telling you." I said, "I can't believe it. I can't believe you're saying this to me right now." And we laughed, and things played out, and
Right.
everything worked out the way it was supposed to be.
Correct.
So it was a pretty cool experience for me because,
This is
to get the
confirmation of-
validation
Yeah.
from him was
Right.
very
It's
gratifying.
interesting. It's interesting, and I'm the same way
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. When I get up, maybe around 2:45, 3 o'clock, 3:15, I know it's time. to go into the front room and just sit by myself. And the thing is that it's so interesting. My son would be walking by into the kitchen, maybe a glass of water or something. He said, "Hey, Dad, you all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm just sitting here." But the thing is, I'm opening myself up. And I'm letting the energy come from upstairs through me and from the ground up to upstairs. So I'm opening myself up as a conduit.
Yep.
And I think that's a great way for us to do something like that, because it seems like around 3 a.m. the veil is kind of thin.
Yeah, it's
is.
the quietest part of the day, yeah.
Right.
It is.
And I think also more receptive to angelic communication and things like that.
Yeah.
So, that's why my
Yeah.
wife will come out and she'll look in the front room, she'll see me sitting there, she'll just turn around and go back to bed. She
I think
knows.
he's just checking on to make sure you're okay.
That's right. That's right.
So
I'm
when-
sorry, I don't mean to.
No.
Right.
So
Okay.
when you do that, though, do you give yourself Reiki while that's happening?
No, I do not. I do myself Reiki when I go to bed.
Okay, at night, though, yeah.
And I just basically, sometimes it's the Tantien and the heart, other times it's both hands over the heart, and I just ask,
Yeah,
well, whatever you can share with me, I'm open. And that's
Yeah.
it. I just put it in her hands, and that's it.
yeah. Yeah, I'm always telling like my friends and the clients though that whenever you don't feel good, because that's the last thing you're thinking of when you don't feel well.
Right.
And I'm always telling them, it's like, give yourself some Reiki. It'll help. It actually help speed up. I mean, it doesn't cure by
it
itself,
just
but
calms you
Yeah.
down so much. Your heart rate
Yeah.
slows down. You're able now to breathe deeper, more
Yeah.
relaxed. The next thing you know, it's morning because you just doze off.
yeah, and you actually do sleep better. Yeah, yeah, and it helps you feel better too when you're not feeling well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's
So the
always
fact
benefits.
that you were doing self Reiki and you noticed that the GERD was diminishing is basically letting you know that you were finding a place where your body was starting to resonate with the universal force, and now you are more comfortable with yourself, and therefore you were more relaxed, and therefore, boom, there you are.
I was so relaxed.
Yeah,
It was a good.
you can feel the energy come through your hands.
It was, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And sometimes my hands feel cold, but to the client, they think I have like
Right.
little
Like ice or something, yeah.
No,
Heat,
warm hand,
little-
heat pockets.
Yeah, little heat
Yeah.
pocket. They're like, we got a heater under there. You got like
Yeah.
hand warmers, and because my hands get really hot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, sometimes my hands actually turn red though.
Yeah.
When the Reiki goes. Yeah.
yeah, mine do too sometimes. Yep.
Yeah. Just to reinforce the flow of the energy and why your hands, why I actually used to do a Tai Chi form of meditation where I would stand, I do the hands exercise, and
Yeah.
and my nickname is actually Hands Hannon.
Really?
Yes, and so the thing is that, I would get the energy through doing a circular motion to flow.
I always wanted to try Tai Chi.
Yeah.
I've never done it,
Yeah.
but I've always admired. Like when we travel, and we'll see
Parks and
parks and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
They do Tai Chi in the middle of the park and
Yeah,
stuff, and
right, right.
it's pretty fascinating to watch.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's something to try.
Yeah, something I've always wanted to try.
Yeah.
I just never had an opportunity to do it. But it's definitely a cool practice.
Right.
So you said that in 2017 when you took your first Reiki class?
About that, because my daughter lost her best friend in 2016.
Oh,
They were 16, and right after that was when I took my first class. It was
Yeah.
in 2017, so it wasn't even a year later that I took that class. And then 2 years later, I was a Reiki master teacher.
Yeah.
So
So you teach it now though, right?
I teach it.
Okay.
I do. I teach, and I'm also an ordained minister. So I perform weddings and funerals.
Yeah.
I haven't done any baptisms yet, which I want to. I've done a hand fasting, which is very
Yeah.
very cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
You did
I've
a
done
what?
one myself though
a
too.
what,
though,
please? You did a what?
A hand
a
fasting.
hand fasting.
It's
hand
a
fasting,
pagan wedding ceremony.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a pagan
fascinating.
ceremony.
I got you. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's for
My,
the-
actually,
Yeah.
my nephew did that. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you experience it? Did you go to it?
Yes.
Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah, it was good.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes. Yes.
It's very nice.
Yeah, actually, I have a pagan baptism coming up that I'm performing.
You do?
So yeah, the pagan version of it. So yeah,
No way.
a couple of weeks though. Yeah, so it's really cool. So the mother and I booked the ceremony together though. So it's like, okay, this is how you want it. She's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, we'll work on it.
Yeah.
So we'll do it.
Good.
So
It's funny because when obviously when somebody passes away, like you would be amazed how many people prefer a spiritual service because they weren't really religious.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a
You
lot of us are going that way. Yeah.
A lot. So it's
Yeah.
very, but I can do anything that they need. I've done a Jewish wedding. It was amazing. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was a good one. It was.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet though.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
beautiful thing, and I create the verses, and so I create the ceremony. I'll take things from something I see here, and I'll add it to it if it fits this situation.
Yeah,
you know?
and then you ask them, do you have them
Yep.
to review it?
I
Yeah.
have them review it, go over it. They tell me if it's a yay or nay, and then I adjust what I need to. And if I don't have to fix anything, then I just go with it.
Yeah. That's fun though too. I
It is.
like doing that.
It's a
though,
good
too.
time. I like it.
Yeah, each one is different though too. That's
Every
what I
single
like.
one's
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people like the same style ceremony.
Yeah.
I've noticed. It flows better with their relationship.
Yeah.
There's pretty much like a few that everybody will pick. It's just.
That's where they gravitate with though. Yeah.
It is. It's just changing their story that makes the difference.
Yeah.
You add their story into it,
Right.
and it brings it all to life.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone likes that. Like, okay, what about
Yeah.
putting me into it?
Exactly.
The personalization of it, though.
So
yeah.
I'll ask them to give me their love story, the short version
Yeah.
of how they met, what led them to where they are, how they
Sure.
knew they were the one.
Sure.
And both partners do it. And without them looking at it, I give the bride back her piece, the groom back his piece, and let them review it and see if it's okay. And if they love it, then I ask them if they want to read it to each other or if they want me to read it in the ceremony, or if they want me to just add that and then I read it, but they read their own vows. So there's a bunch of different creative ways that you can get with the weddings, and it's
Yeah.
That's
nice.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
I love seeing people happy, so it's my favorite thing to do. The weddings, I love it.
Yeah,
I did a lot
enjoy
during
them
COVID. I did quite a bit during COVID too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
Right.
were quiet because you could only have a certain amount of people.
Yeah.
So it was
Right.
definitely a different time.
Yeah. It definitely was, though. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
But it was
there's,
nice.
There's a few that I had done, because as you know, I'm a Dundee minister, though, too. So I've done a few of those, though, too. It's just like, there's been a few that they just wanted to wanted the wedding license signing. So I did. And then there was a few of them that wanted me to do the ceremony with them, like, a year or two later. So
Right.
that was fun, though, too, to do that, though.
Sure.
I did do that with one couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always interesting, though, too, though. And like,
It is.
even if it's just the short version of like, hey, I do's, vows.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So,
It is.
The state mandated version,
yeah.
in order to meet the legal requirements and whatnot, but it's the spiritual aspects of it that really to make it, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's interesting, though, too.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
We got a good gig.
And the nice thing about it is that we're again a common law state in Rhode Island, where basically you can just say, we do, you announce it to your friends and your family, and you're legally married.
It's common law, yeah. That's true.
Yeah. But I
That's
mean,
true.
yeah, just less and less states are recognizing that still, though.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, yes, and we're not going to get into that.
Yeah,
aspect of
that's
it now.
another day.
That's right.
That's another
because
day.
it's what you say
Yeah.
that goes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's true. It's how you perceive each other
right.
that makes the difference.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's the relationship that's of import. It's the relationship that creates, actually, it's a sacred contract.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
Me and my husband have been together for 30 years. Almost 31. We'll be 31 years together August 20th.
That's what's coming up for you then.
Yeah, it's coming up. 31 years. It's so fast.
Wow, wow.
It flew by. It flies
Yes,
by.
yes.
Well, lots happened in those
both-
30 years, though, too.
Here you
I know.
You're talking about that, and yet both my sons are in the 40s,
Yeah.
and Joyce and I are going to 55, so
Yeah.
so it's,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's nice
Yeah.
to see that, though. Yeah. So Reiki, going back to the original subject.
Yes, absolutely.
What I find helpful though too is like even though I forget sometimes when I'm in like a panic or anxiety kind of takes over, it's like I just got to do the Reiki though on myself. That helps though. And like I've had people come to me, it's like, hey, can you just do a little bit of Reiki? I mean, because I have a headache. A bad headache that just don't want to go away, or migraines though. So you find that as well though too. The people asking you like just for like a quick 5-minute thing.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Nope.
It's not everybody.
No, they don't, because it's like you can't do it in public, so you gotta like.
Yeah, find like a
You gotta be
find a
careful.
room. Yeah.
Yeah, people get weird about stuff like that.
But again,
so.
I like the power, and I like the power of the absentia.
Yeah.
And and
Sending it to somebody. Yeah.
just sending it to somebody.
That's true too.
And they can be standing next to you. They could be across the country.
Yeah.
And if they ask you, that means they're ready for it. And basically, what you're doing is you just unclogging the energy, so it just flows, and it just happens.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm out though, someone's asking me though, it's like, this is what I'm doing though, just put my hands up. So it's like, okay, I don't look foolish. People don't think I'm doing something weird, So
I don't know, Kathy. I've wondered a few times.
So, well, it's funny because it's funny that you say that, because I'll tell somebody if there's a spot where they're really stuck, and I'll try to get rid of it, but I tell them, just don't look at me because I probably look like an idiot. Don't watch me do this. You just
don't draw attention to me. I'm drawing enough attention to myself as it is. So
funny.
Yeah.
But it's I'm glad that I came on. Thank you very much
for
asking me.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, so I mean, so how do people get in touch with you? No?
Yeah,
I'm on Facebook, Vanessa Contreras. They can look me up, and if they're interested, they can get in touch with me that way.
Through your name?
And ask. Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
Vanessa Contreras. That's it.
Perfect.
There's a picture of me and my husband on my profile picture.
Great.
And a picture of me and my dad. He's dipping me at my renewal of vows.
Oh.
And for my background picture, so yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a unique character, but in a good way.
Oh, he's the best.
Oh, that's great. That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all fun.
Yeah, he's quite the character though.
I know. He's so funny. But yeah, there's they'll be able to find me that way if they're interested.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So this is some nice stuff to do though. It's just once we get once we find out about it and stop fighting it though a little bit. It took you 3 months, but hey.
I know. I know.
There's some people I know that fought this for years but like once they start doing it, it's like, oh, I should have done this years ago. I'm like, yeah, I tried to tell you.
Well, I think the hardest part about Reiki is that people don't understand what it is. And they can't a lot of people do not believe in things they can't see.
Right.
When it comes to things that of their choosing.
Sure.
So everybody believes in God. They can't see him.
Right.
But
Right.
not nobody, but
Right.
the majority of people won't believe in the Reiki because it's something that's unheard of, or they haven't seen it, or they've never felt it. So they can't rationalize with it.
Yeah,
Well, I
something
mean,
new.
you look at
Exactly.
you look at a child falls down, and and it's all upset and it's crying and whatnot, and the mother or the father picks the baby up, and kisses the knee or puts their hand on the knee. The child calms down.
Yeah.
And
That's the healing,
actually, what you're doing is you're actually creating the same thing as you're doing when you put your hands on somebody, and they're accepting what you have to share with them. Yeah, so it's great.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's a lot of times people don't realize that's what they're doing, the same thing.
It is.
Yeah.
And
It is.
people don't realize when they're walking on the beach barefoot, or when they're in the woods on a hike, that's energy.
Yeah.
That's universal life force energy, and it comes to you naturally. But they don't think about that because you're not putting it in their head. You know?
Something you don't really think
It's a big
about until it
difference.
gets to your attention, though. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's energies all around us, though. We just gotta recognize it.
That's it. Just got to recognize it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. It's great to have met you and shared,
know, it was good to meet you
shared this
again.
information. Yeah, again, that's right. That's right, many years ago.
Yes.
It's funny how it's full circle like that, though, right?
All the
That
time.
happens, though, yeah.
Right.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
But-
Even me and you, though, too, that we don't talk for a while. It's like, hey, how you doing? Or,
I know.
Don't talk again for a while. It's like, hey, how's your father? It's like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's just nice to, have that connection, though.
It is. It's always good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I like about Reiki, though, too, though. It's like, it's one of those things that just kind of, it keeps giving. It's like, it just, and it doesn't just stop, though, either. That's what I like.
No.
It just keeps going.
You don't have to get recertified if you move away. You take it everywhere you go. That's what I'm doing when I retire.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's going to be my business when I retire. I got another 14 years to go.
Yep.
It's a long time.
I
though,
know.
right?
Well, you know,
I know.
you'll probably pick up a few more tools in your tool belt before you
Oh,
even
probably.
retire.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I found that, you know, through my years that, you know, the things I've learned.